Hi everybody, I hope we're all doing well. I'm doing fine. So I'm going to be talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, the Ruined DLC, and I think it was very disappointing. I honestly mean that I think Ruined DLC was kind of disappointing for me. The whole entire game wasn't. It was a little enjoyable, but as we reached the endings of the game, it kind of became disappointing. But I'll be talking about what I liked and didn't like about this game, about this DLC, So, Five Nights at Freddy's has been a game that has always stuck to me forever in my childhood. I always loved it. I always loved its scary nature, and I think it was an amazing game. It was honestly the best horror game of all horror games in my opinion. Then came along fan games, which I don't know. I don't want to dedicate this whole video to fan games. But I believe that no horror game out there is able to beat the creepiness and scariness of Five Nights at Freddy's. There's no horror game that comes out recently will ever beat Five Nights at Freddy's or ever try to beat Five Nights at Freddy's. So yeah, I enjoyed Five Nights at Freddy's 1, 2, 3, 4, Sister Location, Pizzeria Simulator, Help Wanted, which I said I never liked it, but when I played it, I started liking it more, so yeah. So I enjoyed all games until Help Wanted, and after Help Wanted, Security Breach came out. And I was really excited for Security Breach because, I'm honestly hoping it could still be scary like Five Nights at Freddy's is. Having the ability to move around is kind of not what I wanted. So Security Breach came out and it was disappointing, the game. I really didn't like Security Breach that much. It wasn't scary like Five Nights at Freddy's is. It took a child approach, which I don't know why horror games like that are doing this. The whole game is bad. It is very bad. And after that, I was kind of starting to worry about Five Nights at Freddy's and where it's gonna be led up to. But then we got a Security Breach DLC Ruin teaser, and I was kind of hoping it might be better until you had to wait a year or two for it to come out. So yeah, we waited for a year or two. The DLC came out and I played it and I was left unsatisfied with this, and I don't know, it was pretty bad, Security Breach. The whole DLC felt pointless and meaningless. And I'm starting to I just want to say that I just really want Security Breach not to be canon in Five Nights at Freddy's universe or anything. Cause if it isn't, that would be a ridiculous thing. Games like Security Breach and Security Breach Ruin are making me worry a lot about the future of Five Nights at Freddy's. But let's talk about what I liked about the game first. So, overall what I liked is the setting. I love the location. It is a destroyed location. It looks kinda scary as I was expecting. The location in Security Breach was cool but kind of annoying and it was a headache. The setting in here is pretty dark and scary. It was in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 when everything was burnt and it looks scary and dark. The best part of this game is Glamrock Freddy, who isn't in our team anymore. I really love the evil Freddy back, and they did it with this. Glamrock Freddy in Security Breach was our helper, and he was not good. Glamrock Freddy in Security Breach was awful. he did nothing helpful other than just get in his stomach, get into rooms. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't like him. But I'm just glad that we made him evil in this game, like, against us. But he's weak. That's my biggest problem with him. He's a weak enemy. I did like when you put the Banny mask on, and you see like all this retro vision and setting in here. It looks very, very good. I honestly like that kind of feature. Reminded me of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, where you put on the mask. And yeah, but it is different in here. But I prefer the one in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 more. And I also like the designs of all the animatronics in here. Like, honestly, they look very creepy and scary than Security Breach. I mean, but these Glamrock Ruin animatronics will never be as creepy or as scary as the animatronics in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 or 2. So yeah, that was all I liked about the game. Now it's time to get into what I did not like about the game. First of all, I don't like the whole gameplay. Like, I feel like the whole thing was pretty basic and so simple. Like, you start from the finish where you go inside the abandoned pizzeria and you like go to this underground, and supposedly there's like only one ending, or no, there's multiple endings in here. You're supposed to go to this one hall that'll just get you to a room. There's no other rooms in here to get like a different kind of better ending. Like, the gameplay in here is just so basic and it's so simple. The endings in here are very bad. There's an ending where you put on a Banny mask and you like hide behind this poster and you're like teleported to this one image of Gregory eating like ice cream, and Vanessa and Glamrock Freddy in like a sunset, and it's really, really horrible. There's like an ending, a true ending, where this mimic creature who was chasing you, after going through all the doors you accessed on the cameras, you like go through all those doors and you like hide it behind this room, and you see this mimic creature like get scooped, and the whole game ends there. Pretty bad as well. I mean, it doesn't build nothing, it doesn't make me feel anything, it just makes me feel like that's it, that's the whole game. That was very ridiculous. There's the third ending, which is the last ending, which is you get tricked into this elevator and you get Gregory's voice from like a walkie-talkie saying, I don't know, I forgot it. But the real thing is that he was betraying you. Like, he didn't call you to like rescue him or anything. He just wanted to set you up. So you get in the elevator falls and you die, and they're at the end. And God, these endings are very, very bad. So were the endings in Security Breach. I really don't like those endings. I mean, I really hate that Five Nights at Freddy's has multiple endings. Well, the endings in like in the third game, the fourth game, fifth security sister location, Pizzeria Simulator, at least they were better. Like, they made the games better, and they were at least servable, like serviceable. In Security Breach and Security Breach Ruin, the endings in here don't mean anything. Like, they don't mean anything to you. The enemies in here are very, very weak. Glamrock Freddy, Glamrock Chica, Monty, the Sun Moon guy are still not they're not the best. In Security Breach, they were also the worst. Well, not the worst, but they had a chance of attacking you. But in here, they're not that amazing. They're not good. They're not good enemies. Like, they're just not good. There's also like this one enemy, this creep not creepy, but it's like supposed to look scary rabbit in the other like techno dimension, but he does nothing. They do nothing. Like, it doesn't do nothing. He basically just appears and it approaches to you slowly, and he does nothing. Like, nothing at all. These enemies are very, very weak. I don't like them. They're horrible. And so is the story in this game, which is the gameplay. I mean, the story, I don't know what I was expecting with this DLC. I don't know. I was expecting something better, but I didn't. I got nothing out of it. No fan service, no entertainment, no, I wasn't satisfied with this DLC. I was pretty much disappointed. So yeah, Security Breach Ruin DLC is very disappointing. Bad multiple endings, bad enemies, bad gameplay and story, and yeah, that's all. The location design looks good. So is the techno world. The designs and the animatronics look great, but overall everything in this is just so bad. So yeah, that's all what I had to say. Security Breach Ruin DLC is disappointing, in my opinion. If you love this game, good for you. You're free to love it, but you're entitled to your opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion. So yeah, and that's really about it. See ya.